Doctor warns, if you're 60, 70, or 80 and not having sex, I am sorry to inform you. A whisper of truth you need to hear. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture yourself on a quiet evening, sitting in your favorite armchair, the soft glow of a lamp casting shadows across the room. You feel a familiar ache, not in your bones, but in your heart. A longing for connection, for touch, for the spark that once made you feel alive. If you're over 65, you might think that spark has flickered out, that intimacy is a chapter closed. But what if I told you that letting it fade could be silently stealing your health, your joy, and even years from your life? I'm Dr. James, a physician with over 30 years of experience helping seniors rediscover their vitality. This isn't about chasing youth or bedroom acrobatics. It's about a truth too few doctors share. Intimacy, whether through touch, closeness, or sexual expression, is a cornerstone of aging well. If you've let it slip away, you're not alone. But you are at risk. From your brain to your heart, from your relationships to your very lifespan, the absence of intimacy leaves a mark. This article is your wake-up call, a lifeline for every senior who wants to feel vibrant, connected, and whole. I'll walk you through 4 hidden consequences of losing intimacy and show you how to reclaim it, no matter your age or circumstances. Are you ready to rediscover what's still inside you? If this resonates, type 1 in the comments below. If you're skeptical, type 0, but stay with me. I'm about to show you why your best years could still be ahead. Part 1. The silent cost of losing intimacy. What happens when intimacy fades? Imagine your body as a symphony, each note of connection, touch, laughter, love, keeping the music alive. Now imagine the instruments falling silent, one by one. That's what happens when intimacy disappears. It's not just about missing out on pleasure. It's about losing a vital force that fuels your brain, body, and soul. The World Health Organization doesn't classify this as a disease, but I've seen its effects in countless patients. A slow, quiet decline that steals vitality long before you notice. If you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, you might think intimacy is a luxury you no longer need. Maybe you've lost a partner, faced health challenges, or simply assumed that part of life is over. But science tells a different story. Intimacy isn't optional, it's essential. Let's explore the 4 consequences of letting it slip away, starting with the one that hits closest to your mind. Part 2. Consequence 1. Your brain ages faster. The brain's hidden hunger. Your brain thrives on connection. Picture it like a garden, blooming with every touch, every shared laugh. Sexual intimacy, or even gentle closeness, is like water to that garden. It boosts blood flow to areas tied to memory, emotion, and learning, releasing a cascade of chemicals, dopamine, oxytocin, endorphins, that keep your mind sharp and your mood lifted. Without it, the garden begins to wither. A patient's story, George's fog. I'll never forget George, a 72-year-old retired math teacher from Ohio. He walked into my office, his eyes heavy with worry. "Doc, I'm forgetting names, losing focus," he said. "I don't feel sharp anymore." Tests ruled out dementia, but George shared something else. Since his wife passed 5 years ago, he hadn't been intimate, not even a hug. That's when it clicked. His brain was starving for stimulation. Studies, like one from Neurology, 2020, show that regular intimacy boosts cognitive function and lowers dementia risk by up to 20%. George's fog wasn't just grief, it was his brain slowing down. The science: sexual activity increases cerebral blood flow, nourishing areas like the hippocampus, crucial for memory. Dopamine sharpens focus, oxytocin reduces stress. Without these, cognitive decline accelerates. A 2018 study in Age and Aging found that seniors who maintained intimacy had better memory and problem-solving skills than those who didn't. What you can do: you don't need a partner to start. Gentle self-touch, deep friendships, or even pet therapy can spark similar brain benefits. If you're with someone, try holding hands or sharing a laugh. What small step could you take today to feed your brain? Share it in the comments. Part 3. Consequence 2. Your body loses vitality. The physical toll of disconnection. Your body is a marvel, designed to thrive on movement and closeness. Sexual intimacy isn't just a feel-good moment. It's a workout for your heart, lungs, and hormones. When it fades, your body notices, quietly, insidiously. A couple struggle. Linda and Carl, both 68, sat in my office, their hands folded tightly. Married for 40 years, their physical connection had dwindled. We thought it was just age, Linda said. Carl admitted to low energy, weight gain, and feeling older than I am. Their story is common. Without intimacy, circulation slows, blood vessels stiffen, and oxygen delivery to organs falters. For men, testosterone drops, leading to fatigue and muscle loss. For women, reduced estrogen and oxytocin increase risks of osteoporosis and mood swings. The science. A 2019 study in Circulation found that regular sexual activity improves cardiovascular health, lowering heart disease risk by 15% in seniors. It also regulates hormones, keeping muscles strong and joints flexible. Without it, you may notice slower steps, weaker grip, or restless sleep, signs your body's rhythm is off. What you can do? Start small. A daily walk with a loved one, a gentle massage, or even cuddling can boost circulation and hormones. What's one way you could move your body today? Tell me below. Part 4. Consequence 3. Your relationships and self-worth suffer. The quiet pain of distance. Intimacy is the glue that binds us, not just to partners, but to ourselves. When it fades, a heavy silence settles, eroding connections and self-esteem. Margaret's confession. Margaret, 74, shared a heartbreaking truth. After her husband's cancer treatment, their intimacy stopped. I miss feeling like his partner, not just his caregiver, she whispered, tears falling. That distance wasn't just physical, it was emotional, leaving her feeling unseen. For singles, the loss is just as real. Believing you're no longer desirable can shrink your sense of self. The science. A 2021 study in the gerontologist linked intimacy to lower rates of depression and anxiety in seniors. Physical touch releases oxytocin, fostering trust and closeness. Without it, loneliness grows, increasing risks of mental health issues by 25%. What you can do? Reconnect through small acts, eye contact, a compliment, or a shared memory. If single, join a community group or try self-care rituals like journaling. What's one way you could feel more connected? Share in the comments. Part 5. Consequence 4. You may shorten your life. The lifeline of connection. Intimacy isn't just about feeling good, it's about living longer. Every touch, every moment of closeness, is a spark that keeps your body and soul thriving. Robert's secret. Robert, 81, radiated vitality. His secret? I still flirt with my wife every morning, he grinned. Their nightly cuddles weren't just sweet, they were life-saving. A 2017 British Medical Journal study found that seniors with regular intimacy had a 20% lower mortality rate over 5 years. The science. Intimacy reduces stress hormones like cortisol, boosts immunity, and improves sleep. Without it, chronic stress and isolation raise risks of heart disease, diabetes, and early death by up to 30%, per Journal of Health and Social Behavior, 2020. What you can do? Embrace touch, hug a friend, hold a partner's hand, or pet an animal. What's one way you could add closeness today? Drop it in the comments. Part 6. It's never too late to begin again. Rediscovering your spark. Eleanor, 78, thought her days of feeling like a woman were over. I miss being more than a grandmother, she said. But with small steps, a dance class, a heartfelt talk with a friend, she rediscovered her vitality. You can too. Whether it's a touch, a conversation, or a new connection, intimacy is always within reach. The science. A 2022 study in Psychology and Aging found that seniors who pursued new forms of closeness, friendships, hobbies, or light touch, reported higher life satisfaction and better health. What you can do? Start with a smile, a hug, or an honest talk. If single, try a community event or self-touch practices like yoga. What's your first step? Share below. Part 7. Conclusion. Your next chapter awaits. You're not too old, not too far gone. Intimacy, whether a touch, a laugh, or a shared moment, is your birthright. It fuels your brain, strengthens your body, deepens your relationships, and adds years to your life. Take one step today. Hold a hand, share a story, or simply believe you're still worthy of connection. Your best chapter is waiting. Type 1 in the comments if this moved you, or share your story. Like and subscribe for more life-changing insights. Who will you share this with? Let's start this journey together. Part 8. The power of rediscovering your sensual self. Awakening the you that's been waiting. Imagine standing in front of a mirror, not to check for wrinkles or gray hair, but to see the person who still dreams, still feels, still craves connection. For many seniors, that person feels like a distant memory, buried under years of routine, loss, or self-doubt. But what if I told you that rediscovering your sensual self, your capacity for touch, desire, and joy, could unlock a vitality you thought was gone forever? This isn't about recapturing youth. It's about reclaiming the part of you that makes life vibrant, no matter your age. Intimacy isn't just about a partner or physical acts. It's about feeling alive in your own skin, embracing the warmth of a touch, the thrill of a shared glance, or even the quiet confidence of knowing you're still you. When that sensual spark fades, it's not just your relationships or health that suffer, it's your sense of identity. But here's the truth, that spark never truly leaves. It's waiting for you to fan it back to life. A patient's story, Clara's Renaissance. Let me tell you about Clara, a 76-year-old widow from Arizona. When Clara first came to my office, her shoulders slumped, and her voice was soft with resignation. "I don't feel like myself anymore," she said. After her husband passed a decade ago, she'd closed the door on intimacy, not just with others, but with herself. She stopped dancing, stopped wearing her favorite bright scarves, stopped feeling like a woman with desires. But during our talks, Clara shared a memory, how she used to sway to jazz records, feeling beautiful and alive. I encouraged her to start small, join a dance class, or something that made her smile, touch her own hands with care. 6 months later, Clara walked in beaming. "I'm dancing again, Dr. James," she said. "And I joined a book club, I even flirted a little." Clara's story isn't about romance. It's about rediscovering her sensual, vibrant self. The science, reconnecting with your sensual side, through touch, movement, or emotional openness, activates neural pathways linked to pleasure and self-esteem. A 2023 study in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that seniors who engaged in activities fostering sensory awareness, like dancing or mindful touch, reported a 30% increase in life satisfaction and lower stress levels. These activities release serotonin and oxytocin, boosting mood and reducing cortisol, which can otherwise erode mental and physical health. For women, especially, embracing sensuality can counter the hormonal shifts of aging, supporting emotional resilience and even bone health. Why it matters for you. As we age, society often tells us to dim our light, to see ourselves as caregivers, grandparents, or retirees, not as sensual beings. But your capacity for joy, for feeling desirable, is a gift that doesn't expire. Losing it can lead to emotional withdrawal, lowering your motivation to stay active or connected. Clara's dance wasn't just a hobby. It was a rebellion against that fade, a reclaiming of her vitality. Whether you're single, partnered, or navigating health challenges, you deserve to feel that spark. What you can do: start with one sensory act today. Put on music that makes you sway, wear a color that lifts your spirit, or try a gentle self-massage with scented lotion. If you're with a partner, share a moment of eye contact or a soft touch. If single, join a class, dance, art, or yoga to reconnect with your body. What's one way you could feel more alive in your own skin? Type it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your spark. A quick tip: try a 5-minute daily ritual. Light a candle, play a favorite song, and move your body gently. Notice how it feels to be present. This small act can awaken your senses and remind you that you're still here, still vibrant.